Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is time to do my December paycheck number 1 budget. This is for December 10th through the 23rd, and you will see some changes with my income and things like that. I will try to explain as I go down. But without further ado, let's just jump right on in. So my budgeted income for this pay period from my paycheck or my full-time paycheck, I am budgeting $1,684.60. Now this is a change from my last paycheck budget with me, which was in August. I got a little bit of a pay raise. We get that once a year. You get a cost of living increase as well as kind of like a increase every year for your service. So that is why it's a little bit more than what I was budgeting. I think it used to be 15 something. Let me actually show you. So okay, so the last paycheck, it was $16.12, so now it's $16.84. I have also increased my retirement, so that is accounted for that. And this is my net pay. I think most of us are doing our net pay in these videos, but just so you know, that's after all of my paycheck deductions for insurance, for retirement, for union fees, etc. Okay. So my husband, I tend to budget $525, and then side hustle, this is consultant work that I do in my field, which is in public health. So if you're looking for some side hustles, consider consulting. You can be flexible with your scheduling. It can be fun depending on the firm that you're consulting with, etc. So I am blessed and fortunate to be able to budget for this paycheck, or for this amount. It's going to be $2,560 with my consulting work. That's a 1 month paycheck, and this amount does include a little bit of back pay from one of my clients. So that's what that is. Other is actually going to be coming from a sinking fund because I have to pay my mom's insurance. So I'm just going to pull out that amount of $134. So when you add all of these up, I'm budgeting off of $4,903.60. So that's kind of the budget that I'm expecting, the amount I'm expecting. All right, fixed expenses. These usually don't change. That's why they're called fixed expenses. These are monthly bills. I do still do a budget and actual because it could very slightly change. Like with my Northwestern Mutual, this includes life insurance, disability insurance, and things like that. That can change by a few dollars. And then sometimes BWL, which is our light bill, that does change sometimes, and we're in a new space, so I don't really know what to expect, so I tried to go a little bit high on that. Okay, so I'm budgeting for this $107, for Microsoft Office $7, mom's insurance, as I mentioned, that's about $134. My T-Mobile phone bill is $56, and that is because I own my phone outright, so I'm not paying on the device, and I don't have insurance on it, so I wanted to keep it minimal. For pet plan, that's my pet insurance, that's about $20 and some change. I'm just going to budget $21. My personal loan, this one is about $119, and then BWL, as I mentioned, I'm going to go high at $92, and then we add all of this up, and that gives me $536 for our fixed expenses. All right, let's look at these variable expenses. So what I do for my variable, for my personal savings, I like to put about $100 per paycheck. Acorns is like an investment app that I use. I'm not investing aggressively because I'm paying off debt, but I still do about $10 or so every paycheck for giving. This is actually a recurring donation amount that I give to an organization actually back in my home state of Florida. So that's $25 every 2 weeks. For our joint savings, we're going to go ahead and put $50 in there because right now we are, I think, comfortable enough in our joint savings, and we're really trying to aggressively save in our sinking funds, as I mentioned in my last video, specifically moving and a baby that's coming. So that's why we kind of decreased that. I have a birthday coming up this month, so I want to budget about $40 for groceries / household. We're still learning, but I'm gonna go with $175. I'm never perfect on that, but it is what it is. Same thing with eating out / dates. Budgeting $50. To be honest, we often go above $50, especially if you order takeout. Once you factor in tip and delivery, you're well above that, but I'm gonna try my best. For personal / fun, it's at $20. Sinking funds, as you saw from my last video, that was at $2,935. Again, that includes my taxes on my side income. That also includes moving, which we put a chunk in as far as that's concerned. Extra debt. This says extra debt and not debt snowball because I'm technically not doing a debt snowball right now. I am using most of my extra, quote unquote, extra funds for my sinking funds. So I just call it extra debt, and I'm really doing the bare minimum at this point in time, and that is $50. I always put 0 for unbudgeted. So when you add all of this up, it comes to $3,455. And I'm really excited to be able to put this amount in our sinking fund, so that's not a problem at all. And then with my buffer, that is going to be essentially my income. Go back up here, it's your income minus your fixed expenses minus the variable expenses, and then that is going to give me a buffer of $912.60. Now this is really high for me. I don't tend to keep this kind of money just sitting in the account. This will either, depending on how my budget works out, right, this amount will either go into our sinking funds, again, towards moving, or we'll put it in one of our savings, so it won't just be sitting in there. I'm trying to be a little bit conservative with this budget just because I am factoring in quite a bit for my consultant work. And sometimes with the side hustle, as I mentioned, there's a little bit of back pay factored into this because one of the clients is a little bit behind in paying. And so if you're an independent consultant, as you know, sometimes it takes a little while to get paid. So I wanted to kind of factor that in just in case I don't get $2,560. Maybe I get, $500 less or something like that. I'll be covered regardless. So the buffer is high, but it's factoring in, your variable income and just being mindful that it can take a while for that to go through. So that is my budget. That is my plan for my December 10th paycheck. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I'm glad to be back, and I hope you are having a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, and just keep swimming.